The desert. That's the middle of the desert. That looks like some kind of alligator or crocodile. Living in the desert? A crocodile in the desert?
Deal with a potential zombie apocalypse happening. You heard me correctly, a zombie apocalypse. Now, before we brush this story off as someone is making it up, oh, it's fake, people are crazy, there are some very convincing videos going around social media, and I've seen 4 of them now in under 24 hours.
One of the weirdest cases of time travel is this man right here, who was seen having a modern day iPhone at a Mike Tyson boxing event all the way back in the 90s.
So this woman moved into her new house, right? Only come to find out, she had a whole nother house up under her house. Look at this shit right here.
You want to know what it is? It's that they can suppress a video, but I can remake it. So without further ado, here's version 2 of Ask Yourself Why.
You guys think I should try next?
What's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we come up with about 4 videos every smooth 7. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I did have to go ahead and say, man, I was watching some weird, not even weird. I was just watching something yesterday. And I had went straight to TikTok. I had to type in facts about ants. Because I started seeing and learning some shit. But did y'all know ants have ant wars with each other? That's just one of the facts, right? But they go deeper. When whoever wins out that war, they take other ants and make them slaves for their colony. Crazy shit. I learned more things too, but it made me question, like, bro, where they learn that from? And when we did it, when we do it, where we learn it from? Is it an instinct? Is it already in us? Did it come like? Did we already come like that? Was we born like that, or did we learn that from something? You know what I mean? Let me know y'all thoughts, bro. I'm curious. I had to ask y'all. I thought of the collective first, as soon as I seen it. I got on a long ass little rabbit hole last night. Just facts about ants. Something so small, so minor that we forget about. Let me know y'all thoughts, though. But I ain't gonna hold you. Don't forget to like and share the video as well. Y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Hey guys, today I'm trying the viral Hailey Bieber jean. T. Let me know what you guys think I should try next.
What the hell was that?
I think succubus every time I see the eyes, bro.
Check this out. Here in LA.
Whoa.
These guys are buying souls.
Buy your soul.
Nobody has a soul in LA.
The catacombs of Paris are as suspicious as it gets. Since when do we decorate rooms with grandma's bones? To me, this has everything to do with and human farming. The catacombs are some 200 miles of labyrinth tunnels and over 6 million skeletons. There's almost an equal number of quarries and tunnel networks that stretch far beyond the boundary of the city. It's said one could spend their entire lifetime wandering without so much as scratching the surface. And while people do travel the catacombs illegally, much of this vast underground world has been sealed off. They claim it's due to the danger posed by cavities. So evidence is being deliberately filled up and sealed with concrete. Basically, no one needs to see what's going on down there. Now, this tiny portion, which is open to the public, which is only under a mile, is known as the Denfert Rochereau Ossuary. And when we look at these ossuaries, something about them just doesn't sit right. Again, we don't decorate our rooms with our ancestors' bones. These ossuaries have a ritualistic aspect beyond mere burial. To me, it's obvious all these deaths were happening in the same time frame, some type of mass extinction. Just pay attention to the bones. Many of the skulls have a hole over the pineal gland, denoting some type of violent death. We see skulls, femurs, arms, and legs, but where's the rest? You don't see chest bones, sternum, scapula. These aren't small. And this is the case in practically all the catacombs. So unless you've been living under Rockefeller-induced programming, you know there's worldwide accounts of giants in every single culture, many of which that were reported to be killed. And then we have the Book of Enoch that states these giants devoured all the labor of men until it became impossible to feed them. This gives an entirely different perspective to all the scattered piles we see throughout the illegal sections. Was Paris at one point a human farming factory for giants? And here's where things get weirder. In the 1500s, Paris's population was supposedly 205,000 people per square mile. Now judge for yourself if those numbers sound feasible, because the most densely populated city today is the city of Manila in the Philippines, and they are utterly suffocating. And their population is only 107,000 per square mile. So those numbers of Paris are either BS or they were being cooped up like chickens. That would match the legends of humanity being a slave race to giants at one point. Because most of history, as we know, is a lie, used to push a certain narrative. One thing is for sure, the truth behind these catacombs is much darker than the original story. Question everything.
Now, about how much would I have to pay you to shake that there tree limb? That ain't too bad. It's just about 100, maybe 200 of them. Be alright. Get in the water pretty quick. It's a dangerous Louisiana swamp right there. That and water moccasins. Hope power poles don't hit them.
And niggas can't drive in this bitch. God damn! God damn, nigga!
Sack can't drive, bro. Trying to tell y'all.
I'm breaking your phone. I dare you come near me, I'll beat the f out of you as big as you are.
I'm on call with Dad, so how about you shut
Go
up?
ahead. Good. You put your hands on me.
Out of my room.
Mom's definitely gonna see it. She don't know. She don't know how bad this
Get out
is.
of my room.
This is a 25-year-old man.
My room.
Look at this.
You posted on Facebook,
25.
your phone's broken.
No, it ain't. I guarantee you don't touch it. Guarantee
You're
I
not
put it.
posted on
I am.
Facebook.
I am.
You have me in that video.
Yes. This is a 25-year-old man.
Get out of my room.
25. Look at the food. Look at the bottles.
Jerica,
20.
stop.
25. And he can't even pick up a trash bag.
Jerica.
Look at the food. That's
Stop.
why we have rats. I'm giving it to the landlord.
Green tornado machine causes mass chaos in Iowa towns.
That was nuts. Debris flying everywhere on the left.
At the stop sign, turn right onto South Walnut Street.
Please. Tree in front of us.
In 1.7 miles at the roundabout, take the third exit onto 120th Street.
Debris all over the place on the left.
My grandma taught me not to throw away bad meat. Why the f she teach you that? It's bad. Get rid of that. Oh my God, you're washing the meat with Dawn dish soap. Come on now. And now you're about to strain it. It's the meat stuff. You're making it worse. Now you're adding more chemical. Now you're putting vinegar in the mother. Come on now, lady. Just go to your mother local grocery store and get some new ground beef. Why you doing this to yourself and your family? That's disgusting. Your grandma should be ashamed of herself. I ain't even gonna hold you to teach you some shit like that, dog. Now you're making little meatballs with the shit. Come on now, lady. This ain't right. This ain't right. Why? Just go to... And now you're putting it back in the refrigerator. You gotta go through this long ass process to save some ground beef. Just go get some new motherfucking ground beef, and you ain't saving a motherfucking thing. That's bad meat, and you gonna get sick, dog. Damn. Boy, this economy is so up. It got motherfuckers out this washing old ground beef and reusing it. This is insane to me. I don't understand it. I don't know why you was taught this instead of just going to go buy some new motherfucking meat, dog. But if you can't afford it and you've been sustaining your life doing this shit, then go ahead. Do what the you do. But you should have kept this to your motherfucking self, because motherfuckers like me gonna make fun of your ass. This is despicable, diabolical, disgusting, gross, all of that nasty shit. Crazy work. Crazy work, dog. And now look, you done made some atrocious ass meatballs, putting it in the refrigerator, taking it out the refrigerator, putting it back in the refrigerator, where all you had to do was go to the grocery store and get some more ground beef, dog. Damn. Peace.
Remember when I said we was down so bad we had to eat like toast with syrup on the top, sugar toast, stuff like that, peanut butter toast, spreads in the house. That mean mom's is making shit from out of everything. She throwing everything into one, and it's like a spread, like a jail spread, like how your homies be in jail making spread. That's what we used to have to make. It's not funny. It's the real trenches, bro. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That's why certain people don't eat shit now. But the thing is, you notice we never said we ate bad meat, right? We never said we ate bad meat. That's something we just don't do. Now, my grandma used to tell me stories of like the cheese molding. And they were so poor in St. Louis, in the projects, that my granny used to cut the pieces that's moldy. Or she would cut around that. And anything that was not molded, that's what they would eat off of. But if it was bad, she would cut the bad shit out and throw it away. Real shit. Crazy. The struggle, bro. Let me know y'all thoughts. This is too far. I wanted her to show her face. I just had to see what she looked like. She didn't show the face. I think she knew why she ain't showing her face. That shit wild, bro. She don't get herself sick. It's for entertainment. It's for educational purposes, too. Don't do no shit like that. For real, bro.
Well, I must say this is totally normal what we're seeing now in Saudi Arabia. You know, nothing to see here. Have you seen this? Like, Saudi Arabia, the desert, is now getting freak hailstorms. I mean, you tell me in the comments if you think that this is natural. I mean, come on, just look at the weather all around the world right now. We've got massive hailstorms, flash floods, ridiculous heat and wildfires everywhere, storms, tornadoes, and everything just appearing out of nowhere. And apparently, like I said, and I keep repeating myself, it's all totally normal. I mean, come on, at what point are we actually allowed to start asking questions without being called a crazy conspiracy theorist? But anyway, if you're in Saudi Arabia now, watch out, because you could be knocked out by freak hailstorms. And obviously, I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
Shit ain't natural.
Pumping rotisserie chicken with yellow injection fluid. The grim process was exposed in a factory clip, chemically swollen flesh, before it ever spins on a rotisserie.
This plastic-grade meat is so processed, it's illegal in 32 countries. Every rotisserie chicken starts in a corrosive bath. Literal paint stripper chemistry soaked into the muscle, then needled with phosphate brine, pushing a tumor-linked chemical into every fiber. That pale carcass is then tumbled in vacuum drums, re-injected until it stains golden, and stuffed in nylon, cooking straight plastic.
Sadly, I can't ever look at this shit the same. Even though this shit used to always come in clutch, it's no fucking way I'm eating all these chemicals at the same time. And look at what they're doing to chicken that's labeled organic. The whole process before it actually enters your body is a chemical warfare. And then they have the nerve to label it organic because everybody keeps buying it. But 95% of chicken processed in America are all bathed in chlorine. The reason they're doing this is because one chicken with salmonella can pass the disease on to other chickens. So their solution is to desterilize it with chlorine. And even though this shit is clearly not organic, they slap a label on it so that we think it is. And I just find it crazy how this has been in other places like Europe. And it's been that way since 1997. So why is it 2026 and they're still pushing this to Americans? It's because they don't care about your health or the long-term side effects of things. All they want you to do is pick this up for convenience and don't ask any questions. But sadly for them, the world is waking up and now you know the truth of what's actually happening. And the main problem is a lot of this stuff is still inside of your body.
They also the white coats. So when you go to the doctor, you paying them.
These 4 creatures were caught on camera and went viral with not even experts knowing what they were.
And I'm gonna be figuring out the truth behind each of them, whether they were a hoax, moment of truth, or if something strange is actually out there, starting with the Fresno night crawlers. And this is right where that video was taken. Kind of looks like a pair of white pants, but they're walking so like in such a weird way. Like I don't know how a human would walk like that. This one legitimately is confusing to me because I don't know what the explanation is for this. It's also like posted like 17 years ago, so I don't know how it would have been made. If something like this came out now, it's just AI. But
What you doing here, Lemming?
this wasn't even the first sighting. This was actually the second. So we decided to go all the way to Fresno, where the original sighting happened. So this one's from even longer ago, but this is obviously why they're called the Fresno night crawlers, because the first sighting was in Fresno. I noticed the weird thing is it's a video of a screen. Like this isn't the direct video. It looks identical.
Your eyes aren't deceiving you. This is a real picture from the 1940s. And yes, that woman is holding a cell phone to her ear. But it gets even crazier because this woman was filmed in a Charlie Chaplin movie back in the 1920s holding a cell phone to her face. But one of the weirdest cases of time travel is this man right here, who was seen having a modern day iPhone at a Mike Tyson boxing event all the way back in the 90s. You don't think it's possible that the government has time travel capabilities and that these are agents the government sent back in time? This man does not belong in the 1940s. It's likely he's a government asset, sent back in time to observe society in the old times. But as always, thank you for watching. Stay weird.
And they got technology that's so far ahead of us, bro. Shit crazy.
Another near fatal incident over a flock camera. And why do I say that? Because an individual driving down a highway in Wisconsin was boxed in by police. Guns were drawn. And take a look at what happened next.
Brookfield police with guns drawn pull over a car they say was flagged by flock cameras in connection to a homicide out of Milwaukee. Well, turns out this was all some sort of mishap with the flock camera systems. In fact, Brookfield police say they called Milwaukee police and MPD said they no longer needed the car or the people inside, so officers let them go.
So you just witnessed and heard the story for yourself. These individuals were boxed in by police, ordered out of the vehicle, hands in the air, guns drawn, pointed right at them, all over a flock camera mistake. So I guess my question to you is, what are your thoughts on these flock camera mishaps that possibly could have someone either injured or possibly a loss of life? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Bro was too close to my liking.
If you haven't seen it yet, they are running bulldozers through Big Bend National Park. And as a native Texan and somebody who spent a lot of time out in far west Texas, it absolutely shatters my heart to see that being done on public land. And there's lots of ways to oppose that, you know, resources to get involved, and I'll tag all those, but
This better be fake. Y'all peep this shit. Before I get into it, let me make this abundantly motherfucking clear. I am a see it to believe it type of. So with that being said, I ain't believing shit until I actually see it for myself, not on the internet, not on somebody else's video, right in 3D. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's get into it. Why the fuck are people coming up left and right talking about there is a zombie apocalypse going on right now? Let me send it to one more time to the people in the back tab. They have made reports stating, and I quote, there are zombie apocalypse happening fungal right now on planet Earth. So first and foremost, let's get into it. The first video was in London. Now, granted, when I saw these videos, first I heard somebody else talking about it, and I was like, bitch, I ain't believing none of this shit until I saw the goddamn videos. Now, in the UK, there was zombies walking around and shit like that. Like, literally just walking around. And then people in, like, London and shit, they all looking at them like, are they good? Is this fake? Like, are they advertising for a movie? You know what I mean? It's like, that's the first thing I thought. Then shit gets weirder because same thing happened in Tennessee. Only this time, you know, they look like the exact same thing, but see, the ones in the UK, one of them was actually holding some kind of poster or some shit. The one in Tennessee, those ones not holding no poster at all. So I'm just like, okay, that's weird. The one in North Carolina, girl, that shit scared me. Now that one I seen like a couple of months ago, and I was just like, maybe she owns something, you know what I mean? But this couple had recorded somebody and they was eating like carcass. And I mean, this animal was not cooked or anything like that. She was eating it directly from the goddamn source. It was nasty, and so I said, ugh, and I just kept it moving. You heard? That shit was weird. And then there's something that's happening in Seattle. The exact same thing. Zombies randomly walking around. Like I said, I don't know. And then on top of that shit, they are claiming that the disease comes from deer. Baby, I don't know who or what to believe. All I'm saying is, bitch, I ain't ready for this shit. I'm terrified and I don't know what the real or not. So with that being said, like I said, I'm a see it to believe it type of mother. So when I see the shit and I'm like, okay, cool, then it's a problem.
Look at this, in the middle of the desert. That's the middle of the desert. That looks like some kind of alligator or crocodile. Living in the desert? A crocodile in the desert? If those behemoths are able to live away from water, we're in big trouble, baby cakes. Shabadoo booskies, shabadoo.
Oh no, that might be worse than the damn gator, bro.
So I finished my workout and I got in my car and I got a notification from TikTok that I was somebody mentioned me in a comment. So I go look at this and it's some random person, time will tell is the name on there. And I go look at the comment and it says that officially MK, here's your chickpea, he's ours now. And I look at the video and it's a video of some pervert old dude naked sitting on a bed, and there's a picture of my son, of my little son, saying missing child, help us find our PB boy on there. Help us find our PB boy. I don't know what that stands for. Then the comments are saying, is this fresh fish or is this saltwater fish? Yummy. Then the creator says, writes on there, oh, sorry y'all, I'm so livid right now. Livid. The creator says school's out for the summer, but once school comes back up, we're going fishing. You better hope that I don't find out who you are. You better hope, because if something happens to my son, I am going to jail. I am going to jail because I am going to your life up. This is the type of shit that TikTok leaves on here. TikTok, watch, will censor this video because I'm speaking on something that relates to my child. And they won't even let me put pictures of my son up here because they say it's content or whatever. And they will leave that video up. You better hope, whoever put that video up, that I don't figure out who the you are. Because if I do, God can save your life.
So this one's so wild I had to do a late night video about it. Roseville in California is using flock cameras, and those flock cameras misread license plates in 71% of alerts that it sent to police officers. So about 7 out of every 10 alerts that it sent to police were license plate misreads. The Business Insider's running this piece, and they actually pulled a bunch of open records. They found one individual, for example, whose license plate had a 9, but Flock kept reading it as an 8. This became so common that in some of the correspondence they obtained, a dispatch supervisor said, "It's easier at this point. We have it memorized." Wow. Flock Safety will tell you that their accuracy rate is 96%. By the way, 96%, in my opinion, is not nearly good enough when you're talking about the consequence of misreading a license plate. But in Roseville's instance, they had their flock camera set up specifically so that they would only capture the back of the vehicles to avoid, for example, capturing a face. Even with this astonishing error rate of 71%, the city continues to contract with Flock because they believe that the cameras have helped the city to solve crime. But the question is, at what cost? The city continues to use Flock Safety, even though one local official from the city emailed Flock directly saying, candidly, we really need a tangible resolution to gain positive traction. Again, our trust in the system degrades each time we run into this major trust issue. That's wild. I have a simple question. Imagine you got pulled over because your license plate was misread. How would you feel about that? That is my question for this evening.
Okay, so just to put this in context, Roseville's a suburb of Sacramento. The Sacramento area is like where the crazy street hood shit goes on. You get what I mean? Go downtown, shootings happening, literally. Go Midtown on, all through the city of Sacramento, you're going to catch gun violence, shit like that. So you see the difference. Now, I could see flock cameras being in a region like that. Not that I'm promoting that, because I don't want the homies to have to go through that. But I could see if they're reading cameras for that reason. But in the Roseville area, when they'll pull you over for the dumbest shit, I don't necessarily agree with the flock cameras. And I even seen some of them in Granite Bay. And some of the wealthiest live in that region. Typically. There's some nice ass houses over there. And that's where they put in flock cameras. So it's kind of like, I don't know. But then again, they wouldn't even have to use a flock camera. They can go through your phone, your TV screen, your computer screen, satellites, a whole lot of shit. So it just, I don't know, bro. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts.
Water right now. So why am I doing this video in English? Well, the people here know what's happening. They're experiencing it, but you probably don't. So understand that while you're dancing and singing to the songs made from Puerto Rico, the residents of the island do not have water. And
I'm using her video to bring awareness, but there's also a lot of people talking about what's going on right now in Puerto Rico. The reservoirs have no water in them, and they are now rationing water. They are telling some people in some areas that you have 48 hours with your tap water on and 48 hours without your tap water. And being that it is a U.S. territory, it's really pissing me off that we are not sending supplies over there the same way that we are sending supplies overseas to a war. America has exploited Puerto Rico for their beautiful land, their resources. They have taken the land from the people, but you can't send water when they need water right now. I'm praying for rain, that they get more water in Puerto Rico. If it's not going to be from us, I hope some natural torrential downpour comes and fills the reservoirs up. Please, Lord. Listen, people, this is happening everywhere. This is not just happening in Puerto Rico. A lot of our lakes, our reservoirs are losing water. Everyone should be thinking about this.
You want to know what it is? It's that they can suppress a video, but I can remake it. So without further ado, here's version 2 of Ask Yourself Why, and I won't stop until at least 1 million people see it. Ask yourself why. Why a letter exists, full of addressed to Tom Brokaw, that wishes the worst upon 2 very specific countries. Ask yourself why, when the United Nations voted to make food a human right, were 2 very specific countries, those same 2 countries from the letter, the only ones to vote no. Ask yourself why, all over this country, we are flying 2 flags. Ask yourself why Silverstein wasn't at work that day. Ask yourself why he insisted to up the appraisal. Ask yourself why there's no remnants of a plane at the Pentagon. Ask yourself why Tower 7 fell due to structural blah blah blah. Ask yourself why 3 buildings made history that day. Ask yourself why black boxes made to withstand the pressure of the ocean, explosions, fire would disappear, but passports made of paper would survive. Ask yourself why. Wake up. It's time.
Now, if this video it's because of that clip.
So when I woke up this morning, the internet decided it wanted to break my brain because there's a bunch of people on my TikTok feed saying that you can break the matrix by sticking a penny to the wall and believing that it'll stay there. And as a Gen Xer, my first thought was, that's bullshit. And my second thought was, now I have to try it. Why is there a penny stuck to my wall? And why can I also stick this dime to the wall? And before all you science people come running into my comments, I did not rub it, I didn't slide it, I didn't lick it. I just picked it up, stuck it to the wall, and it stayed there. And naturally, instead of behaving like a 53-year-old adult, I started trying to stick all kinds of shit to my wall. Quarters, nickels, dimes, a guitar pick, a spoon. At this point, I'm about 2 household objects away from trying to stick a chair to the wall because all of those things stuck. And that penny over there, it's now been on my wall for about an hour. I don't know what happening. I don't know if there's a matrix or we're living inside of a simulation. All I know is that I spent my entire life counting on gravity. It was the one thing I knew I could count on. Now the internet has taken that too. What I do know is that if Morpheus shows up to my front door today, I'm taking the red pill because I have so many questions. That's a guitar pick stuck to the wall.
Did this work?
I don't know. Let's see. This is a poker chip. It's actually still there. Just stuck to the wall. You science people, stay out of my comments for like 5 minutes, okay? Because I'm having them all.
So now you're telling me with everything else we have going on right now, we have to deal with a potential zombie apocalypse happening? You heard me correctly, a zombie apocalypse. Now, before we brush this story off, as someone is making it up, oh, it's fake, people are crazy. There are some very convincing videos going around social media, and I've seen 4 of them now in under 24 hours. The first one coming from London, where people described a group of people looking like zombies consuming what looked to be other people or potentially deceased animals. Okay, so one video, one crazy video. Then I see a video coming out of Tennessee where a lady is describing almost the exact same situation. Okay, we got 2 videos. Now, a third video scrolls. A lady in North Carolina, a very convincing lady, talking about how her and her husband went out and behind a store, they saw what appeared to be a zombie-like pale woman consuming either another person or a deceased animal. So now we got 3 videos. Now this morning, I see the exact same type of video coming out of Seattle, claiming the same thing that they saw in London is happening in Seattle. So I looked into this story, of course, because I wanted a more scientific approach at it. And the scientific approach is that most likely this story is made up out of 3, which then red flag, boop, 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 boop. That's them trying to cover up that this might potentially be real. So they're saying that the disease may be coming from deer. Now, I don't know how many countries have deer. I would assume England does. I know America does. So that could be likely, but truth starts somewhere. And for all of these people to have such convincing stories of what they saw and it had to do with a zombie apocalypse, we all have a lot going on. I don't know if we can handle a zombie apocalypse on top of all of this.
January 7th in 2021, Maya Miliete disappeared from her Chula Vista, California home and was never seen again. Larry Miliete, who is Maya's former husband, is currently on trial as the #1 suspect for her missing persons case. He's being accused by prosecutors of wanting to unalive her because she wanted a divorce. But things get really strange from this point. According to police evidence, Larry spent thousands of dollars hiring spellcasters to cast spells on Maya in an attempt to control her, and then from that point got his own spell books and even created voodoo dolls for Maya. Now to me, it sounds like Larry was a witch or warlock, which is wild because I just saw a couple videos talking about how there may be more people doing witchcraft around you than you think. I think this whole incident with the Miliete family is a perfect example of why you need to stay rooted and grounded in Christ, stay in prayer, and stay in the Word of God. I mean, Maya had no clue that her own husband, the person closest to her, was spending thousands of dollars on witchcraft just to cast spells on her and specifically hex her. But let me know what you think about all this.
So wait a minute. So this guy's wife took over his social media account and she's literally giving Erica Kirk eyes. His name is Joe Fells and he was 40 years old, past tense. So allegedly he found the Bible from 1878. And he also found pages to the lost books of the Bible. He goes over in his videos about how this version of the Bible, not the accessible one that we have today, goes into, Egypt. It talks heavily about Egypt, heavily about, also talks about a dragon, a big dragon. There was books mentioned and referenced in this Bible, quote unquote, that aren't referenced in the versions that we have today. He also found books on magic and magnetism, and he was going to release all of this information free to the public in a digital copy on his website. But oddly, he was found 72 hours before this dead. So 72 hours before him releasing this information to the public on an online public domain, he died. And now his wife is posting on, I don't know if it's his wife or his girlfriend. I think it's his girlfriend. I might be mistaken. It might be his girlfriend. She's posting on his social media pages and giving Erica Kirk eyes. So do with that information what you will. Alleged. All of this is alleged. And he found these books in a dumpster in Aiken, South Carolina.
I seen y'all comments. I seen some of y'all say it was his lady. I seen y'all comments. I ain't gonna accuse nobody, so I don't know yet. We'll see. Time will tell.
Planets, fallen angels. Well, the book of Enoch says that planets are the rebellious angels which were imprisoned for their disobedience. And the Bible itself doesn't even call them planets. It calls them wandering stars. That's actually where we get the word planet from the Greek planetes, meaning to wander. They are not fixed on the firmament like the other stars, but all go on their own path. So NASA gives us fake CGI composites of what these planets supposedly look like. But if we look through a telescope, we can see they look nothing like what they show us. And what's interesting is all these planets are named after Roman deities or false gods. The days of the week are also named after the planets. And I believe these false gods are the fallen angels. And the Earth isn't included in these wandering stars because, as we should all know by now, the Earth is not a planet. It is a realm. And the planets are the celestial bodies that move above us. Now we know according to scripture, stars are angels and angels are stars which are placed within our firmament. Go see my video on that if you haven't already. In Jude, it literally confirms that the planets are the fallen. It talks about rebellious angels which left their first estate, meaning their original origin, but left their own habitation, where they dwelled. And they were reserved in everlasting chains until judgment day. But wait, just like Sodom and Gomorrah, these angels were giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. Strange as in different. This is what we're told in the beginning of Genesis, fallen angels mating with women. And then in verse 13, we see wandering stars are reserved to the blackness of darkness forever, aka outer space. Enoch is even referenced as prophesizing this at the end here. And what does the book of Enoch say? Well, just like in Genesis, 200 angels, or stars, lusted after these women. They went after strange flesh, and descended down onto Mount Hermon, to first swear an oath, and then take them as wives. You see how they always show us the truth in plain sight? So Enoch goes on to say that he sees 7 stars, like great blazing mountains, like spirits. 7 stars. And one of the angels he's with tells him that this place will be the prison of the stars for their disobedience. And because they came down before it was their time, God bound them until the day of the age. So here we have literal confirmation from Jude about these fallen angels or stars being imprisoned. Mythology is not a myth, and all this propaganda, all this hype about traveling to Mars,
70 years later, and we've never been because we're never going. They want us to go where the fallen are. Remember, NASA means to deceive through uplifting. And the reason to lie is simple. Worldwide governments falsifying where you live is the epitome of mind control. To discover beyond a doubt that we are the center of creation would deepen your relationship with God, validate the Bible is true, and destroy the very power and control systems they put into place. And it would stop NASA from taking $75 million a day of taxpayer money. Wouldn't that be great?
If that was true and the fallen angels were casted out of heaven and they are here amongst us, what did we do to end up here? I just gotta ask the question. Even if it's fake, I just had to ask. I had to. If that's true, then what did we do to end up here? We still got time to get it right if that was the case. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I believe it. Just something to think about. It's all entertainment, bro. Let me know your thoughts.
Y'all know I ain't batshit crazy. When Miley Cyrus started looking like that right there, her ass look like some shit from Fifth Element. Her ass look like she come from a whole different star system, or she live up under that ground, or she live up under that ocean. The bitch don't look the same no more, dog. We all age, yeah, I get that right. The bitch whole bone structure changed. That's crazy work. Don't believe me? Cause this is this year. Let's go to last year, dog. Last year. Look at the difference, dog. That looked like Miley. That looked like her. I don't really like that. I don't none of these like that, but that looked like her. I know what you look like. But now you look like this shit right here, dog. Scary work. Scary and crazy mother work. But everybody think that we just be tripping. Some of you can't see. Your main eyes are closed, and for damn sure your third eye closed. You don't see the difference in these two photos, dog. The math ain't math, and how her whole face changed. Go back to last year. The face, boy, even this shit look creepy. I ain't even gonna hold you. Y'all seen the side by side of her and Justin Bieber from back in the day? Her and Justin Bieber had the same face. And now they both look different. Maybe we should do a side by side of what the they look like now. I ain't gonna do it because Justin Bieber look like he on that shit. She look like a whole different mother. Let's do a side by side of these two pictures. So you mean to tell me that's the same? That's the same? Okay. You can believe whatever you want to believe, though. But my eyes don't deceive me. And that look like two different mother only a year apart. And y'all gonna stop blaming everything on plastic surgery. We know these get plastic surgery. But that right there is two different dog. Peace.
23 Wake and Bernie Mac, the only two that can say that word and make me laugh.
I'm the only person in Louisville that never seen this tree in person. And I bumped into it on accident today. I ain't never just went looking for this tree, but what's the truth behind this? Like, what? They call it the witch tree, so what's going on for real, for real? What really? Now I want to know. What's the truth behind this shit right here? Shit a little crazy, man. I don't think I would put nothing personal on this tree right here.
I wouldn't come that close to it, so I got some context on it.
why they're removing copper pennies. Because every time you hold a copper penny, the healing frequencies and charge of the copper is transferred to your electric body. Which is why in the 1800s everybody could be seen wearing copper jewelry, because they knew that the unique frequencies of the copper was able to positively interfere with their biofield. But also, if you take a copper penny or a piece of copper and you place it in water, the copper will not only purify the water to a level that no other material can match, but the copper will also create electrically conductive water. And so if you were to then drink the water that the copper is rested in, it would instantaneously heal that individual. And this is another reason why if you look back into the 1800s, you will see every water fountain was made from copper. They would have thousands of these fountains all over the world, which people could then drink from freely, because they knew that the copper was not only purifying the water and keeping the water clean, but the conductivity of the copper was actually interfering with the water, creating some of the most powerful water one can drink. So if you've ever wondered why they tell you not to drink from copper, it's because they found something out about copper they don't want you to know about.
$1.4 billion acres. Hello, that's what it be. Oh my day, it don't even be fathoming how big the Amazon rainforest really is. 60% unexplored, and rightfully so. Cause what the you gonna do? Imagine you spawn in right there. Wallahi, you are fried. I don't know where up, down, left, right. Can't see the sun, lost in the canopy. I wouldn't wish that. I would wish that on my worst enemy, but you get what I'm saying. Imagine you spawn in as somebody that's on an uncontacted tribe, which I mean, life is probably difficult, but at the same time, probably amazing. You don't know about none of the bullshit going on. Even though it's 2026, like, you don't know about nothing Trump's team doing. The files, what is that? You just moving, grooving, vibing, sliding in the rainforest. 60% unexplored. Like, that means like, you know people be trying, because they always want to try to go explore some shit that should be explored. But it's like, you can't even get there because it's just such dense forest. But just imagine how much history is lost just in that area alone, or how many other uncontacted tribes there are, where it's like multi-layered green canopy. Like, you could be on the bottom floor and still not see sunlight for weeks at a time if you in the wrong area of the rainforest. That's dope, bro. Look at that. Margin for error, you guys said that. Imagine you just got dropped off right here. That shit is just so mind-blowing to me. It's right up there with the Great Wall of China. Speaking of China, here's some propaganda for the love of the game, since clearly my TikTok Chinese agent is working OT. Are you shitting me? Chongqing, they got this immersive theater where I still can't figure out if the stage moving, or if you moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, or y'all both moving. But somebody definitely moving. And this shit look very interesting. I would pay for a ticket. Why aren't we doing this? And maybe we are, but maybe we need some better marketing in the US. I don't know. I mean, son, they got hotels that look like this for $120 a night. I mean, yo, what the f? My days. It really cooked up with its architecture and lighting. Let me tell you, this shit look like I'm about to be the star in a samurai movie. I don't mean to be stereotypical. Or I would settle for this nice medieval town of 2026 in Italy. This shit is fucking elite, son. I mean, I would love to have the medieval experience without all the dirtiness. And I can get back to the crib. I don't know if y'all got AC. I know y'all not big on that, but still, a fan, at least. This shit look elite. For a second, I had to be like, wait, hold on. Y'all sacrificing somebody? But no, just nice vibes. You know what I'm saying? This shit, not a black person in sight, but that's okay. I'll be a black dot as long as y'all don't try to put me in the flames. But I don't think I have to worry about that. These seem like nice people overall. You know, I'm getting good vibes. Yeah, I am. I'm looking. Nothing really. This is how often is this shit to be honest? I don't care. I don't give. I want to go.
Shout out to Lawrence Johnson, man. I think the reason why China looked the way it looked and got the things that they got is because Tartaria was right there once upon a time. So, I mean, if that was one of the most powerful civilizations once upon a time, and it was right at your back door, Why wouldn't y'all, when y'all conquered, or when that civilization fell, why wouldn't they take, things from them? Ideas, knowledge, architecture, the way they build, the way they think, just a lot of things. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe that's why they have some of those things over there that we don't have here. Even though Tartaria made their way here, but just considering what I'm kind of researching.
43 missing children and teenagers have been found as part of a Westchester County's first ever missing child rescue operation. News 12's Lauren Delval brings us inside the room where it all happened.
The operation spanned the course of 3 days this week. More than 70 local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies and community partners gathered here to collaboratively find the children with the help of pooled resources. The cases investigated were those that were reported to police departments as runaways. The kids ranged from ages 8 through 17 when they were initially reported missing.
As we always tell Wing, these kids leave for various reasons.
In 2025, officials say 10,629 kids younger than 18 were reported missing in New York State. 94% of them were reported as runaways. Here in Westchester, police departments in Dobbs Ferry, Mount Vernon, Mount Pleasant, Yonkers, and White Plains were all involved. These departments were chosen because they have the highest number of missing child cases, according to Williams.
The amount of times I've heard a kid who's then found and recovered who said, I didn't know anybody cared. How does that not break your heart?
Officials say finding the kids is just part of the solution, saying the policy is to find, to listen, and to help going forward.
When they're recovered, how do we help them stabilize, understand what the push or the pull was for them to leave? And how to really support them to stay home and stabilize.
At this time, officials were unable to release specifics on the cases, as many are still considered active. Lauren Delval, News 12.
And we reached out to local police departments and are waiting for a response.
I can't believe.
New York City, Westchester County, listen up. They found 50 missing children in Westchester County. But these type of things they don't like to talk about. Westchester County, they got some explaining to do to y'all. They got some explaining to do to everybody, all of us. These are the type of nasties that I keep telling y'all that's going on. But if it was 50, then that mean it was more than 50. And they out here. These children is being missing. They getting every day. These type of things right here is disgusting to me. Why nobody is talking about it? That's the things that I want to know. 50 children missing in Westchester County found? Wow. This is Tim Tebow right here. He the one that brought light to this. I don't know what's going on in Westchester County, but we already know it's a lot of in Westchester County. It's all over. But these dudes, they like to hide in these office buildings. They like to hide through the mountains. They like to hide in these blocks. And this is the type of things that's going on. They run from New York City to Westchester County to Orange County. They run all over the upstate area. This right here is disgusting to me. The people want to know. Listen, I want to know what y'all feel about this. 50 children found? We need answers, man. We need answers. And whoever's hiding them and whoever's not reporting this, you already know the slogan. They gotta go. They gotta get up out of here. Bring our children back home. Let's start protecting these kids. The problem is that we need community back. If we had community back, none of this would happen. People too busy want to record things. No, do something about it. You see something, do something about it. Because this is what's going on in your community. Man, get my...
Yeah, I see your comments, bro. Yeah, I'm locked in, bro. I told you. I'm reading comments. Somebody told me to take that rabbit hole, so we took that. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched that. Y'all told me, find something like this. We found something. Gotta get that out. Shout out to Tim Tebow. But there's one more thing I gotta point out. That was a comment. Y'all remember the Nelly shit? When Nelly was singing to that little girl on stage, looked like he put her hair in his mouth and she uncomfortable. So let me point something out. So in the comments, there's always people in the comments that where there's something serious that'll go across the screen and you'll skip that. You'll act like you don't see the serious shit, but something so minor to where you could be right, pop on the screen, and you address that. That shit lame, bro. That shit is not needed for us to go further. You gotta stop doing that shit. And I ain't even the type to tell people what to do and what not to do, but that's some shit you just need to stop doing. Because as you do that, it shows you're part of the problem just as much as these people who go take kids is a part of the problem. The shit is wild, bro. Discuss why that little girl's on stage getting sung to by a grown-ass man feeling uncomfortable. Where was her parents? Speak on that shit. But you spoke on, that ain't Nelly's daughters. That was Chris Brown and Bow Wow's daughters. Who gives a damn? Nobody care about that. Okay, that was a lie. Cool. But let's talk about what we saw on camera. That's the shit I'm talking about. We saw kids going missing in another clip, and I seen nothing but people want to talk about jackrabbit eggs. Are you serious? Bro, okay, cool. It was a joke. Ha. Let's kiki that shit up and let's move on to what's really serious. Let's really talk about some shit. Because as we talking about dumb shit, real shit still going on. Kids still getting taken. People still getting taken advantage of. Our money is still going flying out the window, but they inflating prices. Come on, bro. Make this shit make sense. I'm just saying. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know y'all thoughts. This shit all entertainment, because when I start doing this, y'all know what happened. So we gonna chill. We gonna bring it back down. But just think about that, bro. We all family, so I gotta apply pressure and challenge people. I ain't giving up on nobody, nor saying we at war. Just saying, I see something different. Let's rise up a little bit. Let's rise up a little bit.
I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like I am just too aware. I am too aware of what's going on. Like, I know that we live in the Matrix. I know that we live in a simulation. I know that everything is just temporary. Like, I know this. I know this is all just for an experiment. I know this because we die, we come back. We die, we come back. We die, we come back. And we do it over and over and over and over and over again. We die, we come back. We graduate, we have kids, we get married. You die, you come back. You die. Like, everything is just acting. Everything is just a play. And it's a cycle of life. Everything is just a cycle. You die, you come back. You die, you come back. Like, all of this is bullshit. All of this is bullshit. I am so aware to the point where I can't even have conversations with people of me being aware, because then they'll look at me like I'm crazy. Like, I am so, like, why is the street names? Like, who named the street names? Who decided, okay, well, we're going to work a 9-to-5 job? Who decided that we have to pay for food to survive? I'm already questioning my existence, our existence, because we even exist. What is this place? Like, why are we here? Like, wouldn't it have been better if we never existed in the first place? You mean to tell me that particles formed, and now boom, all of a sudden we exist, and now all of a sudden everyone looks at life like it's normal? This shit is not normal, bro. Nothing about life and existing is normal. This shit is weird, and I am so aware to the point where it's dangerous. Like, I feel like if I talk too much, they're gonna come after me. I am so aware. Like, I look at things differently. I look at people differently. I look at food differently. I look at my job differently. Like, we live in the Matrix. We live in the Matrix. Like, this is not real. Like, none of this shit is real, bro. I don't care if you think your bills are real. I don't care if you think your rent is real. I don't care what you think is real. Because consciously in your mind, that is telling you that this is real, and really it's not. I don't know, bro. Like, I am just so aware. None of this makes sense. Like, if you really think about it, none of this makes sense. You die, you come back. 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 And then you do it over and over and over again. Then you die, you come back. You got different parents. You got different siblings. You have a different body. Because your soul never dies, but your body does. So you come back with a different body. You come back as a male. You come back as a female. You might come back as a cat. You might come back as a lion. You might come back as a whale. But whatever the case may be, you just keep coming back. You keep coming back. Like, what? Does the end ever end? Like, that is a good question. Like, does the end ever end? Then you die, you come back. You die, you come back. And then you do it over and over and over and over again. It's like, what the? It's like, at this point, our souls are hamsters on wheels. Us existing and everything just appearing how it is, and we call it life, that would never sit well with me.
What's y'all thoughts? We're gonna split opinions in that one.
You said you wanted the truth, so here it is. Frank Sinatra, 1,200 songs, 209 hits. That's a 17% success rate. Babe Ruth, 8,399 attempts, 714 home runs. That's an 8.5% success rate. This one's crazy. Pablo Picasso, 150,000 pieces. Ready? 1,170 hits. That is a 0.7% success rate. The math is terrible. That is the truth of success. I think you become infinitely more successful the more willing you are to take shots and actually fail. What's funny is the most successful people of any generation and in any industry were willing to just fail more. They didn't say, how many times can I win? How many times can I succeed at something? They said, How many times am I willing to put my ego aside and fail until I become the best or the greatest to ever do it? And you're over here saying you're scared to fail. The next time you stress, read these statistics again and tell me you're scared to fail.
Don't even say you're scared to fail. Don't even look, it's mindset, bro. Don't even look at it as failure. Look at it as a lesson, an opportunity to grow, a lesson to learn from something you didn't succeed from last time, or a lesson that you're just trying to learn from so you can make it better next time. Compete against yourself. Don't watch your competition. Watch yourself, bro, because that's who you got to compete with every day. Literally, you the one creating. Let me know y'all thoughts. Remember, he right, but you got to change your language up so you can control your perception, and then your reality will fall in place. Let me know y'all thoughts.
This one. The Granite Bay Nugget, Chick-fil-A's right there, and a flock camera, spray painted over, and it's now falling over. You're a legend. You're a legend. You don't understand the work that you're doing. You're like God, but instead of having 7 days to create everything, you have the 8th day. The 8th day. And on the 8th day, freedom was created. Liberty! We shan't be watched by any corporations without our consent. So whichever local legend did this one, don't tell me who you are. Don't do that. But good job. I'm proud of you.
Is food really as expensive in the Arctic Circle as people say it is? Let's go find out. 2 liters of chalky milk was just shy of $15, and the liter jugs were about $9. The various Cracker Barrel bags of shredded cheese were all $15 each. 4 previously frozen chicken breasts will set you back $42. In case you ever wondered why there's so few fat people up north, it's because the cookies are $13 each. 10-pack of iced tea juice boxes will set you back $12.29. Apple juice is even more outrageous at $24 for a 4 liter. Cranberry juice is not much better at $14 for a 2. Honestly, the craziest thing out of all of it is a 24-pack of no-name bottled water was $32, bud. Doing their part to combat obesity again, we got $9.49 for a 2 liter of Coke. Moving on to produce, we got $9.49 for a bag of onions, a bag of celery stalks for $11.50. You gotta take out a second mortgage on your house and sell your firstborn for a bag of jalapenos because they're $20.19. Nobody's getting their potassium up here because bananas are $9.29. And good luck to all the swinger couples up here because small pineapples tip the scales at $11.30. Each. Now, I wasn't about to walk around their store for an hour taking pictures without buying something to support the local community, so I grabbed a fancy Lunchable, some banana chips, and a couple apples. Throw in a couple reusable grocery bags for a souvenir, and the total on that was $18. I also grabbed a 3-piece chicken meal for $20.99. All in all, paid about $40 for some heartburn and a couple farts.
The jalapenos got me.
So they must think we're stupid to look at these fires and not recognize a pattern and not see some sort of resemblance of these Washington fires that are in Spokane right now to the Lahaina fires in Hawaii, to the Palisades fires in California. Look at the aerial footage. Just do that without me saying anything further, and you can see what I'm talking about. The different things that happen in these specific fires that don't seem to happen in many other fires, like where the houses are burned to the ground, disintegrated, every single thing other than some bricks in the chimney, but the houses, but the trees around all these houses all have the leaves on them, and there's bushes still intact and brush just on the ground, still intact, not burned. The power lines are still intact, not burned or melted. And all of these places just happen to have either a data center or a smart city be proposed in the same place and get denied a month, 2 months, couple months before these fires happen in each of these places. And I'm not saying it's a fact that this is how it's happening or that I know for sure, but I'm pretty positive on some level that my theory is relative. And two things can be true. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's one or the other, or it could be a combination of both, or there could be other ways it's happening that I don't know of, or that just aren't said right now. One of them would be just, DEWs, direct energy weapons. Whether you understand what that is or what it means or what they are or not, that's neither here nor there, but that's one way. The other way, which I think is more relative to the fires that are happening right now in Spokane, would be smart versions of these. The things on the side of people's homes. smart meters, which would explain why random houses were untouched. Maybe they're made of different material. I can't say, I don't know that. But this theory ties into a much bigger theory that I have, that's really only understandable if you've seen the movie like Eagle Eye, or movies like I, Robot or The Terminator or The Matrix, but I think most importantly, Eagle Eye, so that you understand that it's not where we're going that's gonna happen, it's that we may already be there. And that is multiple videos to unpack in itself. I won't even go deeper in that, but my point is that there's a chance that these things are what's helping create natural disasters like the one right now in Spokane. I'll share my theory, my overall theory, in a different video, but it connects everything. It connects these natural disasters that have been happening for a while, the data centers, the flock cameras, the smart cities, human consciousness, you, me, everything and everyone. So I'm just curious as to what your guys' thoughts are on these fires right now in Spokane, and if you guys see the patterns like I do.
What was Kanye saying?
Well, Kanye, he notoriously tweeted that he was going to go DEFCON 3 on people that had been toying with his life. And nobody cared when he dropped the actual text messages from his trainer, Harley Pasternak, saying that he would put him back in the hospital and he'd never be able to see his kids again. He dropped the messages. We talk about a gangster threat. Like, here's how it's going to go. Harley Pasternak is a trainer. And Kanye was basically, before I was awake to this possibility, I was very much around him when this was all going down, when he tweeted this and when Adidas pulled his contract. He was at my house and all the stuff that was going on. And he was basically, I just thought I had no idea what he was talking about. I was like very green to this concept of someone saying that their life was a Truman Show. And he was like, basically like, are you a real person? Like, even to me, are you a real person? Like, and I'm like, are you good? Like, what do you mean? Like, you think I'm a character in a show? Are you real? He was going through this. And at its core is he felt like someone was directing his life and that the people had been controlling him and were, he was going to stand up to these people. But Harley Pasternak was his trainer. I've covered this on my show. He's got a very checkered past. A lot of his clients have died in suspicious circumstances. And he also was like former Canadian CIA, like psychology or something. And then like decided to go be a gym trainer in LA, in Hollywood. And these are handlers. Handlers are real. This is a part of the onion of the Zionist mafia, in my view, is the handlers who are supposed to see if they can bring you back to the side of reason. Can't you see the error of your ways? And even when you're completely right, their job is to gaslight you into thinking that you're wrong. And I've had my experience. I believe that I had handlers and didn't recognize it. But Kanye, when he kind of really woke up to that, Harley Pasternak, he shared the message that Harley Pasternak, his trainer, gym trainer, wrote to him. And he said, here's how it's going to go. Maybe he said, you're going to say sorry or something. And then the message reads, or I'll take you back to Cedar Sinai, because Harley Pasternak is the one that got Kanye put on a Psych 5150 hold. And he said, and we'll take you back to, I think he described it as La La Land. And he said, and play dates with your kids will never be the same.
Holy shit.
It's in writing. The media just let it go.
They just let it go. That's crazy. I always wonder how he ain't in trouble.
If I say the truth, no one's gonna believe it. But I'm actually gonna do it, Gemma. They'll kill me like MJ. I'm proper scared, And don't start saying it's the booze talking, because it ain't. I swear to you. They're still following me. They're tapping my phones. Boy, wankers, if you're listening, off. Leave me the alone. I'm done with this industry. I don't want to be part of it anymore. It's run by sick perverts.
These people, they're sick, proper sick. You got no idea. They ruin people's lives. Kids, and they do even worse. Now they're after me. If anything happens to me, if I end up dead, you know exactly who it was.
Oh shit, see Collective, we went crazy with today's clips. Damn, I ain't never heard that footage.
If you see, yo, this guy just released a music video, it has 10,000 views, right? Or if you see a music video that has 1.3 million views in the first day, are you gonna click the 10,000 one or the 1.3 million one?
The bigger one for sure.
Right? Because you're like, yo, why is it, this video gotta be fire?
This must be good, everyone's
Think about it, as a viewer, I'm talking to the viewer right now. If someone releases a music video today, right? Two artists release a music video. One has 10,000, one has 1.3 million in one day. 10,000 in one day, 1.3. Who are you gonna click first? The viewer. You're gonna go to the 1.3 because you're like, what is everyone, is this going viral? Labels understand that. So the label bots the out of the music video first couple days. And then you're like, yo, bro, this shit's the hottest. Look, bro, 7 million in a week.
Yeah.
You get it?
Absolutely.
So that's how botting works.
Yeah.
Everyone who signed to a major label, which is Universal, and you know, I signed with the son of the head of Universal, Lucian Grange. I signed with Elliot Grange. Everyone who signed over there, whether it's Lil Baby, whether it's Nicki Minaj with, you know, Republic, whether it's Cardi B with Atlantic. Your favorite artist, if you're in a fan club, you're part of the Cardi B fan club, you're part of the Lil Baby fan club, you're part of the Baby fan club, you're part of the Migo fan club, you're part of the Meek Mill fan club, you're part of the Finesse 2 Times fan club, you're part of Lil TJ's fan club, you're part of Trippie Redd's fan club, you're part of 6ix9ine's fan club, you're part of everyone in the music industry is botting.
After you watch The Last House on Netflix, walk outside and tell me what you experienced. Huh? After you watch The Last House on Netflix, walk outside and tell me what you experienced. This just released on Netflix August the 7th, The Last House, and this is a movie to watch. This is Deep Blue Sea meets Alien versus Predator. Yes, those two collabed apparently. This right here is a 10 out of 10. Imagine this world as we know it. Everything stops. Not just you, not just your block, not just your neighborhood, not just your city. The entire world. And somehow it feels like you're fighting for something that you think is rightfully yours. The Last House is something that you will never forget. Do you hear me? Imagine everything went out. I'm talking about social media, internet, electricity. You ain't in control of nothing. You got to learn how to live off the land. And you wondering why you doing this because at the end of the day, you at your home. Well, apparently before you were there, it was somebody else's. If you don't go watch this on Netflix, I promise you, you will be out of the loop. Remember who put you onto this movie and come back in the comments. Tell me what you experienced when you walked outside after this movie. Watch this entire movie, walk outside, and tell me what you experienced. Remember who put you on. I'm just a messenger.
There's the portal.
Because they asked to. How can we even see them? They can see us.
Yeah, there's one in Philippines, right? BGC, there's one BGC, the portal. We're in the courtyard of the City Hall.
Oh, this where? Italia, no? It's Italia. Huh? Ireland? Yay!
Penn's plan for Philadelphia, 1682. This is the City Hall. Massive building. Biggest one in the world. The portal.
They're getting us familiar with that damn portal shit. Watch.
So this woman moved into her new house, right? Only come to find out, she had a whole nother mother house up under her house. Look at this shit right here. Look at this crazy shit. Says she was smelling all these weird ass smells. She was cleaning Fabuloso every morning. She did some digging and some searching and found all of this shit up under her house. See, this is that shit I be talking about, that Tartaria shit. We all living on top of old shit and don't even know about it. That's some deep diving right there, and I would have got on up out of that house immediately. Ain't no telling what's inside that mother living up under there. That shit look like a whole cave system up under her mother stove. Now, after they done did all this searching, I hope nothing don't pop out, come bite them in the ass. Y'all some brave mother. Couldn't been me. I would have smelt all that shit and like, yeah, I gotta call some authorities or something, but I don't really know about that if you see what the going out here. But I wouldn't have done all this shit. I would have called them. You come down here, I'll pay you some money, and I want you to go dig up under my mother, see what's up under there, cause something ain't right. I bet you it's a shit ton of spirits in that. But I guess they gonna find out. But I would not be doing none of that shit, and
that shit go deep. No diddy. I ain't gonna lie. I would have paid somebody that had to come down there and look. We'd have been doing all that. We would have, yeah, we probably would start building down there, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Secret Service Sam here, and we need justice for Rasheem Carter, a man in Taylorsville, Mississippi, who was running from 3 truck loads full of white men who were yelling racial slurs at him. He ran into the police department. He begged them for a ride. They told him, we are not an Uber service. We are not a taxi service. He then was seen on a dollar store surveillance camera, running into the woods. He didn't have a shirt on. He had a stick with him to defend himself. Then this poor man is found unalived in the woods, his body spread into pieces all over the woods. His spinal cord, his head, all of his body parts were spread all over the woods. And the most disgusting and saddest trigger warning part about it is he was found with his private parts in his mouth. Now, I've just been made aware of this. I saw another content creator post this, so I am amplifying this. And I just saw a video where they interview this old man, and he has the nerve to say, what, some crackhead came down here and went around and nobody cares? That's just what happens. They've been complaining about stuff for 4 generations. Like, you just keep showing your cards, Mississippi. They said the last known footage of him was on a deer camera running through the woods with his shirt off and a stick in his hand for protection. And then Mississippi has the nerve to say there was no foul play, that animals did this. What kind of animal puts private parts in somebody's mouth? This is Klan behavior. So we need justice for Rasheem Carter. In Mississippi, we are not letting off you at all. So if you think that you're going to continue to get away with things like this, you are sadly mistaken, because now the whole globe is watching.
Because we're in 2026 and shit like that still happens. And people like to say it doesn't happen. And I see comments. It's not real. It doesn't happen. It's just causing division. I mean, bro, you're right in some ways. Two things can be right at once. There's sometimes where the news push shit out to cause division. And there's times where there's ignorant people in the world who do this shit on their own, who's driven by what they saw on the news. So that pushing division shit only goes so far. Come on, bro. Acknowledge the shit. There's people, you might not be driven to do something based off something you see on the news, but there are people out there who see something on social media or the news and they instantly, it's picking a side. And they feel like they gotta do something. And then they do something like this. Come on, bro. They put it in his mouth. That's some shit they always used to do. I remember hearing stories of my grandfather telling me he ran from the Klan when he lived in Alabama, in Mobile, to be exact. People say this shit ain't real. No, this shit's real, bro. You might not feel like that, but this shit's still out here. It's other people out there who still feel like that. I just hate to hear people say it's not real, it's this and it's that, and it's push division. Like, bro, chill the out. This shit's real. It is out there to push division, and there's some people who actually enact on this shit, who's living by that division. Shit's crazy, but man, we about to end this one. We wrapping this one up. That one right there is like just too far for me. Like, let me know y'all thoughts. I know y'all hate this part of the video. I see the comments all day. Y'all be like, bro, I hate this part. Y'all hate when the videos come to an end. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Don't forget to hype and share the video as well. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we come with about 4 videos every single 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Glad to grow, helps Glad to get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you for watching TV, whatever the case is. Wish you was smooth 7, but I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just checked my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know what I'm